And yes, as Dan said, our next speaker is our keynote speaker, and I'm so excited for you all to listen to him. I've been talking to him as well for a couple of weeks now, and he is just awesome. Kevin Jackson is the author of the best-selling Big Black Lie, and he also has the Black Sphere. He has had numerous appearances on Glenn Beck, The O'Reilly Factor, and our wonderful friends at MSNBC. He has been to tea parties all over the country and has graced the stage with some of the biggest tea party names. Please welcome, all the way from St. Louis, Kevin Jackson.
All right, Kentucky! I'm happier than a Michael Vick pound pup to be here. Happy to be speaking with such great folks. We want to congratulate Rand Paul for his efforts and his courage. For his opponent, I think his name is Conway. So I was thinking there's a pro way and there's a con way. I want to thank the organizers for getting me up here and speaking to you guys, and just meeting a bunch of great patriots. I got to tell you, I always love meeting conservative folks. So I know what the mainstream media says. They say there are no blacks in the conservative movement, but they will also tell you that fat meat ain't greasy and chimpanzees make good house pets. Don't you believe them? If you've heard of a blog called The Black Sphere, then you do know who I am. I did write an Amazon best-selling book called The Big Black Lie, and the last of my first editions are right over there, so if you want to get a signed copy today, let me know. And if you want to piss off a liberal, get one of my Extreme Takeover White House edition t-shirts that are floating around. I have appeared all over, these various Fox shows, and I did do a smackdown of David Schuster on MSNBC, and what he said to me was, he says, "Kevin, surely you can admit that there's a fringe of racism in the Tea Party movement." And I said, "No, I can't." I said, "But I do know there's a fringe of racism in the Democrat Party because they have hung black people, and I've never seen a black man hung at a Tea Party." I won't let them talk about you great Americans, but I will talk about them. Kentucky is about to furlough workers in order to get the bills paid and to keep from laying off. Government not wanting to shrink. It hasn't occurred to your governor, Beshear, that he should just cut back. Can't lose all those productive political appointees now, can he? And I want to say to you good people of Appalachia, despite what Ashley Judd thinks, my hillbilly friends will golf at that new resort, and so will I if I'm invited. I'm originally from Texas, where people talk like this. That's why I love conservative Southerners. People know your name and they wave when they pass each other on the back roads, because that's a Southern way. The town I grew up in was small, and most of my friends were good old boys. In Texas, they're known as rednecks. And if Texas had hills, they'd call them hillbillies, and they'd still be my friends. But I call them friends for two reasons. One, they would fight for me, and that includes fighting their family if necessary. And two, they'd bail me out of jail if necessary, and occasionally when necessary. Just kidding. My friends didn't care about color the same way most of America is made up of people who could care less about color. They care about character. Over the years, America has been emasculated, made politically correct, or as I would say, socially neutered. Disagree with this administration and you are a racist. Didn't vote for Obama and you are a racist. Well, aren't you equally as racist if you didn't vote for McCain? I've been telling America for years that one thing is for sure, whether you're from the north, the south, east, or the west, the only direction that is guaranteed to be racist is the left. But I know today we want to discuss the celebration of America's freedom, and I will. But first I need to discuss slavery. And I'm not talking about that old Democrat institution of slavery. I'm talking about the new Democrat institution of slavery of today, where we are all slaves. And that's why I call 2010 Emancipation 2. This time even the white folks are going to get freed. When you work through August to pay your taxes, you are a slave. Slaves don't get a say-so, as my grandfather would say. They simply take what massa gives them. And America's new massa has given us health care, something we already had, and he wants to give us clean air, something we already had. He's supposed to close the racial divide, yet we are more racially polarized than we were back in the 60s. You want to know why Obama doesn't laugh at himself? Because that would be racist, silly. I had a lady ask me not long ago, Kevin, do you think Obama is a racist? I said, ma'am, the man is taxing tanning. What do you think? I swear I saw a woman go into a tanning salon the other day that looked like Ashley Judd, and she came out looking like Whoopi Goldberg. Is Obama a racist? How else do you allow Black Panthers to intimidate people trying to exercise their right to vote? The irony being that instead of white Democrats wearing all white, standing in front of polling stations intimidating black voters, we had black Democrats wearing all black, standing in front of polling stations intimidating white voters. This administration wants to redistribute your wealth. They don't want to reach in your